Hello, welcome. Here's a quick video to go over limiting reagents, also called limiting reactants. So, in a limiting reactant problem, you will always have some sort of reaction. In this case, we have H2SO4, sulfuric acid plus lithium hydroxide yields lithium sulfate and water. So you'll always have some kind of reaction, and you're trying to find which of the reactants is limiting. Limiting, just like we talked about with the yeast and hydrogen peroxide demonstration, it controls how much product is made. So in order to determine the limiting reactant, we're asking ourselves which reactant would make less product based on theoretical yield, or the amount of product I expect to make based on molar ratios. All right, so I get a little bit of information about each reactant. I know that I have two aqueous solutions. Both of them are 1,000 cubic centimeters, 1,000 cubic centimeters, H2SO4, LiOH. Sulfuric acid has 100 grams of H2SO4. Lithium hydroxide, they don't give us the grams of solute, they just go directly into the molar ratios. All right, of lithium hydroxide. So I'm reacting both of these together. I'm getting my two products, and I want to see which one of these was limiting or controlled the reaction. All right, so for H2SO4, I'm going to find the theoretical yield. You can find the theoretical yields of either product. I see later on I'm going to need to figure out how much water was produced in the reaction, so I'm going to choose the water product, but you can choose either product. And you can also find the theoretical yield in moles or grams. I'm just going to find it in moles, so I don't need to go the extra step of then trying to find the grams and use the molar mass of the product. Just a little unnecessary and one step that we can eliminate. All right, so H2SO4, what information do I have about H2SO4? Well, I have this amount, 100 grams of H2SO4 that was used to make this solution. I'm then going to convert to moles using the molar mass. 98.908 grams, H2SO4, 1 mole, H2SO4. I'm then going to convert between H2SO4 and H2O using molar ratios. To convert from one thing to another in a reaction, I use molar ratios. So I have moles of H2SO4 on top. That means moles of H2SO4 need to go on the bottom. Again, I'm trying to get into moles of water or whichever product, but I decided water was going to be the more useful product in this case. And I see that my coefficient, I'm kind of drawn over it, but is 2 moles of H2O. All right, I'm going to do the same for lithium hydroxide. This time, the only amount I'm given is the volume and, of course, the molar concentration. So I'm going to start in 1,000 cubic centimeters of lithium hydroxide solution. I'm then going to convert to decimeters cubed. I'm still looking at the whole solution. LiOH aqueous, still in solution. And then I'm going to convert to moles of LiOH. So I have 1 decimeter cubed of lithium hydroxide solution. And then I know based on the molar ratio that I have 0.500 moles of just the solute of lithium hydroxide. Beautiful. I then, now that I'm in moles of lithium hydroxide, I'm going to convert into moles of product. 1 mole, excuse me, the coefficient is 2. 2 moles of lithium hydroxide to 2 moles of H2O. All right, I'm seeing I did not keep up with my color coding. I apologize for that. Let me throw both of these into my calculator here. So I'm doing the H2SO4. Make sure when you put it in your calculator, you're watching order of operations. So I got 2.039 moles of H2O, and then on the bottom, I got this one you really don't even need a calculator for because 1,000 cancels with 1,000, 2 cancels with 2, so 0.55 moles of H2O. All right, I see that this number is smaller, which means that lithium hydroxide was limiting. In terms of how much water was produced, well, the amount of water that was produced, or at least theoretically, was the amount that lithium hydroxide would produce because lithium hydroxide is limiting. So lithium hydroxide is limiting. This reaction would make 0.5 moles of water. And then the concentration of sulfuric acid, sure, we can throw that in there. We never bothered finding that. The concentration of sulfuric acid for C, so sulfuric acid, we know we had 100 grams of sulfuric acid. If I need to find concentration, well, I know I'm going to use molar concentration, which is grams per mole. Excuse me, which is moles per decimeter cubed. Sorry about that. Moles per decimeter cubed. I have the grams of H2SO4, so I can convert to moles using molar mass. Very similar to what I did above. SO4, 1 mole, H2SO4. Let me put this in my calculator. Equals 1.0196 moles of H2SO4. And now, in order to find concentration, I need to put it over the volume, which in this case was 1,000 cubic centimeters. So I'm just going to round to 2 decimal places here, 1.02 moles H2SO4 over 1 dm cubed. Or we can just write 1.02 moles per dm cubed H2SO4. So C was not necessary for finding the limiting reagent, just a quick check for understanding from concentrations. All right, hope that helped. Thanks for watching.